pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Hawkins. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. The quarterback will keep it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
on 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd knows when to bring it. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the right side. Breaks into the open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Got the quick pass. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Back's got it. He's out of bounds and short. Just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back. Great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume ring. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to the back. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Hawkins. The sweet feet buy a little time. Open space at the 25. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Dances away. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Johnson looking to throw. Scrambling away. QB got it himself. Bulldozes his way through. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. loose and ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to beat him to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The sure hands, it's Glow.
This quarterback right now is in groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Caught near the sticks. It's Terrell. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections off. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on on 2nd and 14. They go to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Ripping through the defense. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the
flying down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he got away from the defense and takes takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find...
He's going for it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Johnson looking to throw. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Under fire. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards, if that's your thing.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field. And
the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some... He makes a grab! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for seconds.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the